This lady can get away with it. Other people try to do what she does. I'm like, stop. You know the whole, your brother and sister, we can argue with each other, but don't let nobody, mess with the other one. So
that's right.
Yeah, so she's my headache.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's what I'm talking about.
Headache.
It's like
I'm sorry, I didn't mean headache.
a 1 liter or a 2 liter empty Coke bottle. See, that's what I'm talking about. The plastic one. You don't want to hurt him, but you want him to hear the sound, and you want to see his head nut. That's the kind of bottle I just want. Just plug him, just a couple times, pop, pop. You know what I mean?
She's violent.
You need it.
Like when people say they're gonna knock some sense into you.
Yes, that's it right there. That's all. I just need a good pluck. You know what I mean? Like,
in the sense to catch you.
Yeah, y'all still protected though. I ain't let nobody mess with you.
Oh Lord, Snoopy and the No, you heard that. I said it on Neo.
You talking about the
one shot.
transsexuals and the homosexuals?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but I saw RJ tell Eldorado don't get caught up in this vortex. Snoopy will lay some pipe for y'all. Huh?
Hey, yo.
What? What happened?
What kind of pipe she laying?
He'll lay their pipes in, and y'all get caught up in his
Acknowledge.
That's
Yeah, type of knowledge.
Thank you for closing that loop.
Yep.
That was worse than hers. I don't care what nobody say. That was worse than hers. Do a pipe got to do with anything.
Are y'all sharing the girth of knowledge today?
That's insane.
Y'all sharing girth of
Snoopy
knowledge?
is laying pipe. I can't do that. And she's gonna swear up and down she don't know what we're talking about. Like just. And Johnny's
I was talking about, because when the pipes get clogged,
I'ma say it.
you need to unclog it. And he was telling him don't get caught up in the pipes. That's it.
I feel uncomfortable.
I don't know what.
There might be a you problem.
No, that's a us problem.
Yeah, we know.
No, this is a us problem. No, this is the first lady problem. She knows what she's doing. She gotta stop.
No, y'all have to stop.
No, we're not.
We gotta get that list together.
Y'all need to work on
Get that
this.
list together.
Oh, y'all need to work on it.
Ben, are you there?
Let me behave. Hey, Ben.
Exactly. Don't change the tonality.
We gotta get that.
What you talking about, brother?
I just wanted to ask him how was service. Was it the pastor he want?
I'm gonna get this list together. We're gonna play a game later.
But Shawty goes by me.
Ben missed the civic lesson we had yesterday. He would have crashed.
She was just
Then
saying.
you missed it so bad. It was like as soon as he left, the bullshit started.
OMG.
And then y'all new favorite, what was her name? Susan? She was like pork gelatin. Pork gelatin.
Oh, that heifer.
Is that the one that sounds like Ramona?
Yes. Let me tell you something. I almost called her Ramona. I was like, now Ramona, I'm glad that I didn't. Because she sounded a little off.
Yeah, she tried to tell black people we telling our age because we talk about hot combs. Like people still don't use hot combs.
That's what's I was like, oh, Ramona's way too comfortable here. She's not.
Go ahead, V. How you doing today, V?
I'm conducted. Yeah.
Please,
You what? You what? I'm sorry. Say again.
He's conductor.
Yeah, yourself.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah, you don't.
You're conducting traffic? What does that mean? You're conducting. What is that? What are you talking about?
Conducted. Yeah, I'm structured out. You know what I'm saying?
You structured? You're structured? Okay. All right. Well, that's a good way to be. Huh?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
So conducting means, structuring something out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
Well, I think I'm
like
structured
5'2".
I think.
No, he's tall.
He is not tall.
Yes, he is.
Look at that picture right there. He's short.
Yeah, I'm actually 5. Yeah, I'm 5'2". Yeah, I'm 5'2". That. But
Yeah, that tracks.
yeah. No, I'm actually 5'3". But yeah. But check it out though. Look,
All right. What we checking?
the reason why a lot of people they don't understand what I'm reading and what I come across because a lot of people don't understand how Google works. They don't.
We don't understand.
Wait a minute. Y'all about to put y'all on to something. Go ahead now. Go ahead, teach us. You said we don't know how to use Google. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, they don't understand how Google works. It's based off SEO. It's not based off asking questions. It's based off making a statement. So you pretty much got to make a lie about what you're trying to find on Google so that you can find it. You know what I'm saying?
That's not SEO.
Who said that dumbass quote? Who asked that dumbass quote?
I did. Somebody that deals with SEO every day. That's not SEO.
Yeah, that's search engine
so
optimization.
you know
Like, what are we talking about?
So
Where's
you
Ben
know-
at?
So Jonas, you know SEO?
Yes.
Okay, so how is it not based off?
Jonas, brother. He called him Jonas.
Because SEO doesn't have anything to do with those type of searches. You either have keywords or key phrases that are. Hold on. No. You hold on. And those keywords. You use the keywords or the keywords or the key phrases. Those have to match the content on a website. So it don't have nothing to do with being so magically coming up with the words. There ain't no secret or anything like that. Like the burden is on the website content in order to match what the user intent is.
Look, look, what I'm stating is it's all tracked by data. Alright?
V, you make no sense. Please stop. Please, bro. Please stop.
Rambo.
God damn. Look, it's all tracked by data. It ain't just based off keywords. Keywords is based off people searching for shit.
It is. SEO don't have nothing to do with data.
Look, listen. How do you think ChatGPT finds shit? By data.
ChatGPT, okay, that ChatGPT is based off of prompts and language models.
ChatGPT. Listen.
That's different than SEO.
Listen, it's all about what people have on a website. So whatever I'm finding is based off what's presented on these governmental websites.
That's what she said.
See,
But I'm not searching keywords. Keywords
You
are
are
people
searching
searching.
keywords. You are searching keywords. Keyword is an industry term. It can mean statements. It can mean campaigns.
Listen, do you know what crawlers are?
Yes.
Yes, when you get
That's
on
how
the
search engines index your website.
Okay. Do you know what indexes are?
I just said it. Yes.
Okay. Do you know what backclicks are?
Yes. That's technical SEO, on-site, on-page SEO.
Okay.
Yes.
So when all of that is presented on the website, how is it going to occur? So basically, what I'm stating is this: when you make a statement on Google and it actually shows up, that means that's presented on a website. So you pretty much have to make a sentence when it comes to Google.
No. When you make a search, the first thing you do, I was doing digital Okay.
You talk. I've been doing this shit.
When you do a search, the first thing you get is the results page first, and that takes you to the websites that are matched in terms of their content, whether it's through site links, keywords, alt image words. If you want to search for images, but you go to the results page first, and depending on how much you pay, that determines where your website shows up, whether it's page 1, page 2, or page 3. Do you want me to teach you anything?
You talking about ranking and keywords? I'm not talking about that. It's a whole nother ballgame.
There's SEO and there's organic
Oh, look,
SEO.
Jonas. Let me play my part right quick.
Her name is
Okay,
Johnny.
let me help him. So, John, right? Hello, you with me? John, niece. Okay, brother. Brother V.
What's going on?
I'm saying that's her name. Her name is John Niece, not Jonas. Yeah, I just
All right, for sure. But yeah, so I'm saying it's not just by keywords. When you utilize keywords, it's for ranking so that you show up on search engine optimization and Google searches. Okay, I understand that. But with a whole nother side of SEO, it's based off you making a statement. It's asking questions. So when you make a statement, Google will tell you if that statement is true or not. So it's all about you being delusional, creating a lie in your Google search so that you see if it pops up or not. That's the reason why I'm eligible to find this type of information. For instance, I can tell you anything .gov.
This is not.
will
This
give-
is incorrect. That's not incorrect.
Listen.
You're
We're gonna
giving
speak
a lot
up
of
on this time.
misinformation. You're eligible to give misinformation.
Okay, so what information do you have about SEO?
Johnny's, he didn't know that cities had loans, child.
I literally just gave you a clinic.
You still talking about keywords. Why are you disagreeing what I'm talking about when it falls in the same?
Because keywords are what feed and index a website. It's the keyword.
So you don't think the sentence does the same goddamn thing?
I told you that
No
keywords is an industry term. It also includes phrases and sentences. Hello? How you an SEO expert and you don't know that? When you create campaigns, they are called keyword campaigns. Whether it's a word, a phrase, or a keyword, it's still considered a keyword.
You disagree.
You disagree. You just literally said 15 seconds ago it's not about keywords. That was you.
I said it's not based on keywords. Keywords is for ranking. I'm not trying to rank shit when I'm Google searching. I'm making searches so I can see things. You're disagreeing.
It's still about the keyword. It's still about the
Okay, well, I agree with you. Okay, the keywords are showing up on the website. That's the reason why I'm eligible to find information on the file.
You mean you're eligible?
Wait, why are you mad? Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, zip it. What's going on? What's all the aggression for? What's going on? Why are you talking like that?
Who got that
We're just
question?
having a conversation. She didn't use no profanity. She didn't call you no names, no nothing.
Oh, no. Look, check it out. When I speak
That
like
wasn't
this,
peaceful, sir. That wasn't peaceful. I'm just saying
Look,
that.
check
You don't
it
need to argue back and forth. I'm not checking anything out. I'm asking you to check yourself. That's it. That's all. It's not about your tone.
you gotta be a big dog. You gotta be a big dog. You gotta know how to handle it. All right?
No, you can handle it in the Google. Hello?
Okay, right on.
Right.
So, yeah.
So chill back.
Yeah, that's the statement I was making, Jonas. Okay, it's based off keywords and you making
Johnny's.
Well, Jonice, my fault.
Yes, y'all all my friends. What's going on?
But go ahead, B. Continue.
But yeah, that's it. That's
You know, it's
all.
funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I just took communion, First Lady, not too long ago, earlier today. And based off of what I'm hearing in here, I'm gonna have to go back for seconds because these young knuckleheads, they're ready for me to go. I just took the broken body. I just took the blood. I just took it. Jonas, Jonas, I just took the broken body, the blood, prayed over it. It's nothing but the blood of Jesus. I took it all. And no pause. I celebrated the resurrection. Been celebrating all day. And I sat down to do some work before these short ribs are done. And I hear that we got more men disrespecting the ladies again. And like a superhero simp, I'm gonna have to drag V. Huh? But you got one more time, brother, and I'm gonna get this communion all the way back. I'm going straight to hell. Someone pinging Muhammadu. I'm ready to get it done.
Thank you, brother. Sheesh. And Jonice, yo, you on point, girl.
Well, I'm gonna state this. I'm actually a motherfucking player. Yeah, I know how to conduct myself when it comes to, check this out. When it comes to topics like this,
I feel a shut the fuck up coming on. That's just me.
when it comes to topics like this, you better know how to conduct your motherfucking self. I'm gonna overpower your ass. All right?
Power. So you
You
this
are
a power
using
thing for you.
power for each statement. Like,
He got short man. He got short man syndrome. He got short man syndrome.
Zach. V, you smoke V? Let me ask you a question. You smoke weed?
Don't do
Hold
that.
on, Brooklyn. I'm talking to him. V, you smoke weed?
Nah, I don't smoke or drink. I drink wine though. You know what I'm saying?
Drink wine? Okay.
Apparently a lot of it.
So you do drink.
I'm a player. I sip wine so it can soothe the nigga out. I don't get drunk.
A nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank God we can't blame this on the weed this time, cause boy,
Maybe he should smoke some weed, open up his, situation for
well, when do you do the SEO and when do you do the tax? Because I'm confused. How many jobs do you have?
don't even waste your mental trying to stop doing this. Don't
we
do
got an
this.
LLC. He got multiple jobs, and
I'm raw. I don't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
anyway, what was the point that you was making when you were talking about Googling and all of that? You was going somewhere with it, but I don't. What's it?
He said, if y'all don't know the information and y'all don't have the information he has, because y'all don't know how to use it. And he was trying to put y'all on to something, but y'all won't receive it. It's all good.
Thanks,
Round two, huh?
Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Now, see, you
Good afternoon, and happy Easter to the mods and stage
boys
and the goo.
that I realize with you. I appreciate that love for you. You know, love for it. Understanding that.
It's still stupid.
Can you imagine if the mods had the ability to turn people's volume down individually, where you could do like a fade out on people? I'm gonna put that on the list because that would be amazing.
Anyway, what else was I
Happy
talking
Easter,
about?
Brooklyn. I hope we're doing well.
Happy Easter, Passover.
Christ is our Passover.
Thank you.
Huh?
You're not mean, so.
Now, we're sure
Happy Easter to everybody, though.
And was it juice or was it real wine?
It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Everyone
I go to a
can
high, I go to a high Methodism, high church Methodism. So the kids got the grape juice, but I had the Cabernet. Huh? That's what took me so long to get home, because me and the priest after had to make sure that all of the blood was consumed. Huh? We had that Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc. Oh no, Cabernet. It wasn't Sauvignon Blanc. We just had the Cabernet. Huh? So yeah, we do real wine. It's high Methodist, brother. We about one step away from a pope and smoke. If a brother was smoking and talking about that, we convicted Miss Paul. That's how high. Oh, somebody saying Honda with that motherfucker this morning. That's how high Methodist it is. It was fantastic. I had to send a message to Hurricane. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, brother. They brought in horns, trombones, timpanis. Oh, they Ashburn slacks that you just had a Chinese lady tailor body to perfection, and the boots that you brought in from Italy? Huh? Oh, it was a perfect Sunday. Now there are negresses in this house. Pound cake, short ribs, mashed potatoes, potato salad. All being off for about 3 hours. I may not be on the app tomorrow because I might die tonight. It's just too good. But before I die, ping in Muhammadu.
You're not finished with him?
Oh, he wasn't. He left.
That's Nagger. That you bang.
Yeah, what's up, brother? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Say, man, you sound like you having a ball now. Man, we here. We just came from Brooklyn. We did the Sankofa conference on the weekend. And, man, we're at Lime. Do you realize there's a union church up in here with thousands of people right this minute? It blew my mind. So friendly. They got all kinds of food. And they got gambling on one side and church on the other side. I said, it sounds like my kind of place, you know.
Mine too.
I'm very excited to be back. Yeah.
What a beautiful. You said you back in D.C. You said you in New York.
I'm in D.C. at the Lime Casino, believe it or not.
I thought you was over at Sankofa by Howard. You ever go to Sankofa by Howard?
No, we did Sankofa in Brooklyn, New York. We just come back from New York.
Oh, okay.
And we stopped in at the Lime at the Anna Rendell Mill. And there was just a rack of people. He said, man, we full of drunk. Dad, it was raining, and the guy came to pick us up from the car, and he got a shuttle fan, a chauffeur driven service. They got curbside service at the casino to get to the church. So I'm very excited to be here. I'm just saying. That's second Sunday. Don't point to left brother pastor to the greeting. And he did full Easter service, and about to finish the last one now they brought us. So we thank you, man, for having such a politically correct network. You and First Lady always go first class, and once you go first class with the First Lady, you'll never go coach again. You know, I just hit a little something. Okay, so you'll never go coach again, man.
Hey, Ben, check my PTR real quick so I can take that down, and we'll talk later. Just take a gander.
You ain't not doing that.
It always makes people check his PTR.
All right, I got it. Yeah, that meat looks rancid. What's wrong with that meat?
Right. So that, see, I didn't know. So I was at a Japanese market yesterday, and they've got all kind of freaking things in there. And I came across the section where the meat was, and the first thing I picked up was the chicken. They had some chicken wings, and those chicken wings, they don't look like chickens here in the United States, I tell you. And then I came across I don't eat pork, but I came across these ribs, and I looked at it, and I'm like, is this good? Is this bad? Like, what is this? So between you, and I'm also showed my mother, sent my mother the image. I don't know if this is like, I don't know how to tell.
You don't know that meat's supposed to be red.
But hey, listen, a lot of people be putting the dye in there, so I don't know if the Japanese do. But anyway, that was just for two people. That's Mom and Dad, because he cooks and does all the shit that he does with it. So I just had the brother in mind. So I'm gonna take the
You should have done that.
You just never healthy.
I would like to tell a story. 47 years. 1979.
So in the sermon today, let me just say this, because, they talk about Latter-day Saints. This was the Mormon Church.
You hit the mute. Come back.
Let's see. They talk about the Latter-day Saints. Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, etc. I think Brigham Young was into slavery. There was something about they lynched some people over there too. Anyway, the Mormons lynched. I mean, they had famous lynching. The Mormons did. Brigham Young made that process. Anyway, there are also Latter-day Prophets. And in the sermon today, boy, that shit was like 12 minutes. That was crazy. Couldn't have been no more than 15 minutes. Anyway, he was talking about Jesus' words, etc. I'm not going to go through it all. But at one point, he was talking about our algorithms and social media. He said, you'll never find the words of Jesus. Anyone, I'll go to it. But he said what the social media is doing is causing people, watch this, brain rot. Somebody in this act has been called media brain rot for 3 years now. I'm going to change my name to Jeremiah. I am the Jeremiah of the 21st century. Huh? I'm done. Someone pinging Muhammad.
I'm not telling that guy, man, I forgot to tell you that. Why everybody's excited? We now have our own bottles that are manufactured in Ghana, Africa, and they got all kinds of those that taste now, not for everybody. But we have moonshine, Hennessy, and so everything that Diddy did with a bottle, these guys after our network in the motherland is making those packaged and bottled and hollow. I've been doing a little taste now there. They're not for everybody. For those that do taste, they get a decent bottle from us. I'll get a chat very soon, and that's why everybody's excited. And just whole family. Isn't that haram? The alcohol? Well, understand me. See what it is. Let me explain something to you. See, I do rap security, right? So that made friends with the rap. I'm gonna explain it very clear. And then I do security for gospel. I do security for sometimes anybody from Queen Latifah to Young Boy. And now Rhythm and Blues, everybody from Diana Ross all the way up to saying they Sports Entertainment, Magic Johnson, and people like that. And sometimes they be tasting. I don't disown them because they do or do not taste. I don't stop networking with they're part of my family. You might give your resume later, but whatever is haram is haram. I do not attempt to make the haram. I say for those that do. I don't attempt to make the haram thing halal. And I don't attempt to make the halal thing haram because it's two different worlds. Is that very, very clear to you? Yeah, it was a joke. I'm gonna figure it down about it. If it's all right with you. But I got friends that taste and friends that rhythm and blues, and I got friends that love gospel. I love the gospel, I like it with the blues. And keep it moving, mama.
He understood.
There you go. It's very clear. So that's what I would deny them. If that's what they do and they like, and they make profit, they got excited, and they get they give me the meal, the best price in town. Free. I didn't go to get the free food, by the way, but we went to Sankofa. It means to return to your authority. And all the people here have self-determination too. Return the man and the woman to their proper authority. And matriarchal family value system, most of them, obviously, we don't throw away people because they're patriarchal. So I hope that makes sense as well. Yeah. Y'all know. Father and family.
Thank you.
And the family value system with socialism and politics at the front door, my. As I was finna say. my.
What happened? What else happened, y'all?
The crazies.
And I was saying, now she basically said that Trump is.
Oh yeah, that was Paul away.
Spiritual, let me ask you a question. Oh, who's that? Go ahead.
No, just gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I asked. Just a quick question. Spirituals.
Yes, sir.
So, you know about bagels and Baileys?
About oh shit. Sorry, I just cracked the egg on the floor. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bagels and Baileys?
No.
Bagels.
What bagels are?
bagel, lox, and cream cheese. He knows
All
about.
right, so
Bagels and Baileys?
is it Bailey's or Bialys?
Bialys.
Okay, was arguing with my wife. Okay, thank you. Y'all can talk about
Wait, you thought it was Bailey's?
I thought it was Bailey's. Yeah, she's fighting.
No, it's Bialys. It's just basically like a bagel without the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's usually a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
Spiritus, do you hit the spot on 3rd Avenue, like in the 50s, that bagel spot for the lox? I forgot. It's very popular. Do you know it?
I don't go to the east side, sir.
Okay.
Don't go to the east side.
People.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not
Literally
we're
don't go to the
talking
other
about.
side.
But like where, like 2nd Avenue Bagel, Essa Bagel.
No, it's like I can't recall the name, but they got the best, they just have the best lox and bagel, and you see people of your faith coming in quite a bit.
What you do on the Upper East Side, Rambo? You know you're well out there. Come on now.
I used to have a client on 51st Street, so I spent a lot of time in that area with all those UN people partying, and there's a cigar bar over there that I like, so, man.
Some have like consulates over there, apartments over there. There's a lot of money over there.
Spoiled ass kids come in there because they got immunity and they wild out on the weekends. We'll talk about that another time, but I just wondered if he knows.
I wonder how Paul the White said that.
All right, well, let me let you listen to it. It's a 3-minute clip. So Patty gave us a short. Let me give you a little longer.
You hear this, Devon? Do you hear this, Devon? I'm not going to say anything. I'm going on mute. First lady.
It was like the Holy Spirit just zoned me in. This is the absolute best phone holder for your car. Your phone clips right into it and it attaches to your rear view. But as I prayed, it was like the Holy Spirit just zoned me in and said, tell President Trump how thankful you are for him. And I think I felt like I was conveying the heart of God for all of us. That we are thankful for the greatest champion of faith that we've ever seen in a president. And we honor you because of your unwavering conviction and stand for religious liberty here in America and around the world. And you recognize the power in the name of Jesus Christ. I remember when we told our first briefing, you can now pray again and worship again. They begin to shout and praise and say, thank you, Lord, and sing in their highest ways for your unwavering recognition that the strength of the nation is through Almighty God. And you have not backed away from any of this. Thank you for allowing me to serve you, to serve people of faith, and to serve the American people. I've heard many people take credit for you being here, or for some of your victories, and for being in the sacred office of the president. But the truth of it is you're here because of God and because of you. And I just want to share this thought and pray over President Trump. Jesus taught us so many lessons through his death, burial, and resurrection. He showed us great leadership. Great transformation requires great sacrifice. And Mr. President, no one has paid the price like you have paid the price. It almost cost you your life. You were betrayed and arrested and falsely accused. It's a familiar pattern that our Lord and Savior showed us. But it didn't end there for him, and it didn't end there for you. God always had a plan. On the third day, he rose, he defeated evil, he conquered hell on the grave. And because he rose, we all know that we can rise. And sir, because of his resurrection, you rose up. Because he was victorious, you were victorious. And I believe that the Lord said to tell you this. Because of his victory, you will be victorious in all you put your hands to.
Palm Sunday, Jesus entered Jerusalem. As crowds welcomed him with praise, honoring him as king. They call me king now. Do you believe it? No king. Jesus.
And she pastors a predominantly black church.
Not no more, does she?
Yes.
Really?
She pastors Tim's old church in Atlanta. In Orlando.
Wait,
Zachary Tim's old church.
that was a black woman?
Zachary Tim's.
No. She is one.
Okay, all right. Okay.
She took over Zachary Tim's church.
I was about to fall out my chair. She was okay.
Straight blasphemy. Jesus.
The rumors are wrong. He's still alive, guys. He's still alive.
We never not believe that. What's going on?
Which one?
What happened? No, don't say that. What happened that now you believe? What happened?
How old is that clip? Is that clip from yesterday? It depends on how old that clip is, because again.
Oh, no, that clip was April 1st.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm telling you, there's a rumor going around. His schedule had a lid placed on it yesterday, and he has nothing scheduled. You can go to the whitehouse.gov for yourself and see this man has nothing scheduled, so rumors are twirling. There's also a rumor that he was rushed to Walter Reed Hospital yesterday. This is not me. This is the internet.
Yeah, I've seen
Wait,
those.
doesn't it take a couple days to come back from the dead and rise, and so give him a little time.
He's got 3 days, Scotty, which takes us to Tuesday, planning on blowing up Iran and calling it the victory that he just referred to biblically.
He's gonna have a Monday.
And the fact that he wasn't on TV, the fact that he wasn't on TV talking about the rescue is not that's not right.
This man loved the camera. We've been down this road before.
Devon, if you got Rambo agreeing with you, you probably should reconsider. Maybe just a little.
All right, I changed my stance.
Oh wow, don't buy into her toxicity. Don't buy that.
And it's not me. The internet is buzzing. We know this man loves the camera. I've said this before. We thought this happened back in, when did we think this happened? Around Christmas, right? He was MIA.
Yeah, November, December, something like that.
Yeah, maybe he's getting a procedure done. They got to patch him up, send him back out to the game.
Child. Oh, now Matt saying J.D. Vance is taking over. Y'all need to stop playing. Don't play
And
too
then
much.
First Lady is buzzing. They're like, Walter
I know what
Reed.
you talking about. It's boss. It's buzzing. Let me see.
Go on IG and put Donald Trump in there.
I would never. Actually, never. Never. No.
But no part of that algorithm.
My IG is clean and free of certain things on my algorithm, and I'm on. My algorithm is wholly divine. All I see is dogs.
I admire you for that. Mine is filthy. On my Facebook, there's
MySpace?
No. On Facebook, a mirror with a news thing saying Trump spokesman forced to deny U.S. president is dead amid hospital rumors. I was in the mirror 22 minutes ago. So, I don't know, that's what I'm not sure about the mirror, but that's the last thing I thought.
So L, go to his schedule, because his schedule is public, and tell us what you see. Right? His schedule is public information.
So Devon, you're right about the rumors. I've been seeing them too. But the other thing to keep in mind is the timing of his last physical was literally like right around now. So, I mean, this could be his annual check too.
A holiday? Presidents always partake in some kind of event for Easter. Is it me? I mean, do we got a research? I feel like that's the common knowledge. The president does, they go somewhere, he does some kind of event, he's at mass, this man claims to be a Christian, right?
I'm thinking that like year after year, we've always watched the president and generally their family at services on Easter. We haven't seen that. That's all I'm saying.
But I gotta agree with Rambo. I'm sorry, First Lady. We rescued a pilot.
Divine, he was spotted at the 2 Corinthians church down the street.
Down the street from where? Yeah.
2 Corinthians.
He's quick to take credit. You know, our great servicemen rescued the pilot. You know, he liked to ham it up. You know, our great men and women of the armed forces. You know how he does. And, you know, the countdown, you have one day to open
The straits.
the straits, right? And where's the threats? Where's the you know, the acting? Where is he? That's all I'm saying.
Well, he didn't go to church because we would have heard about him bursting into flames.
Oh, shit. Damn.
I wonder if he would have took the Trump Bible.
Held it upside down.
No, that man don't fear God because he actually has a Trump Bible with his signature in it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I fear God, by the way. I have a healthy fear.
He believes he's next to God.
I got Maya on my train. Why is Divine can me? Let's go, Maya. Find challenge anyone. Go to the whitehouse.gov or whatever it is, and they usually give you his schedule. Everything says no press, no media, no meetings, no nothing. It is Donald Trump.
Can a man rest? Can a man rest?
This man don't rest. He's on Truth Social at 3 a.m.
If Walter Reed Hospital is on lockdown,
All I know is I don't need that motherfucker dying somewhere around Good Friday or fucking Easter because that'll never be the end of that.
I think Susie Wise got him set down someplace where he can be quiet. She's trying to rein him in, and he's not going for it.
I don't know.
I would be surprised if she doesn't quit.
I think it'd be the worst thing if he were to pass, just because I really want him to stay up and see the American people reject him in the midterms. I want to see him isolated, and I want to see him understand that him and his family are going to be fucking investigated once he leaves office. You know, I kind of hope he lives to a ripe old age.
So I have info here. It says on Monday he's going to hold along with the official Easter egg roll. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, I mentioned that. So, okay, if he's at the Easter egg roll, darn it, we're gonna march on. March on.
Exactly.
Why are they doing the Easter egg roll after Easter?
I don't know. Well, I went to work to see
That's
where
weird.
Easter. Did he go to church? And all of a sudden I thought, what about the Easter egg roll? We haven't seen anything about that or heard anything about that. But
Is I think it's always the day after Easter.
I don't know. I don't keep that close to the Easter egg roll at the White House, but for the sake of this conversation, I was just looking at a schedule, like you said.
Has anybody spotted Vance? Where's Vance at?
When's the last time you saw Vance? I haven't seen Vance in 6 months. But Scotty, I totally agree with what you said about God forbid anything happens to him over Easter weekend. I mean, we've gotten Margaret forever in that case. That would be a terrible scenario.
They would name Easter after him.
Yeah, they'll change the name of Easter. You just slap a gold label on Easter, right? You can talk to the Pope about that. I was wondering early whether the Pope did a message that we could listen to. Anybody know?
Yeah, he carried the cross all the way through. They said it's the first time in over 20 years that a Pope's been able to carry the cross all the way through the procession. And online, the articles talking about the Pope, they are dogging him. They hate that man. They hate that man.
How come?
And I put a comment. I said, one drop, the one drop rule. And they took my comment out. But they calling this man everything but a child of God. All I said was the one drop rule. Because that man does not look like he has any black in him at all. I mean, even though he does. But it doesn't show. But oh my God. Yep, they removed my comment but left all that nasty, hateful stuff that they put about their Pope. Crazy. This world is...
Wait, who's they? Who said they? Right.
Repubs.
MAGA?
Yeah.
MAGA.
I would read the articles and posted. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Where were you posting this?
I read almost all the articles that come up on online. If it's something I'm interested in, political or whatever, and I'll read the articles and then I go through the comments and see who's commenting. And yeah, they're very hateful.
First Lady, can we play the Pope? They said the Pope was critical of Trump in this war. I don't know if it was verbal or if it was written.
No, it was verbal. It was doing his message.
Verbal.
It was doing his
He
message.
said nothing nice about him.
Do we have the clip? Do we have the clip, guys?
Can you find it?
I can find it. It's the clip. It's the clip of the Pope talking to Trump vis-a-vis Easter.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to find the right.
It was his Easter message.
Was it today, Orlando?
I don't think it was. I think it was yesterday.
Well,
It might have been Good Friday. It might have been Good Friday.
okay.
Devonna,
What's up, Orlando?
what do you think about your boy disrespecting the coach from South Carolina?
Oh, what was it? Gino? Was it Gino?
Yeah, it was Gino.
Yeah, he apologized, but heard her say, "Oh, fuck Gino what?"
He's so classless. I wouldn't even accept his apology.
Right, he had to apologize because that was crazy.
Well, he had already told him where he wanted them to hang the new banner for winning the championship. He had already made room for it.
He was talking trash during the game.
Sore loser. What a sore loser. You don't do that as a coach. Unbelievable.
Here's your options. So there's a very short message from him, and then there's like a 7-minute message where they're taking it apart on MS Now. So we can listen to the short one or the long one. Somebody tell me what you'd like.
Short or nothing.
Okay. Here we go. The other one, he was speaking in English. Hold on.
We can give the Pope 7 minutes.
Yeah, but if we can't understand it.
Yeah, not whatever that was.
We have a great selection of low-price cars, trucks, and SUVs at Car.
Since becoming the first US leader Leo has largely avoided comments on his home country. He never mentioned President Donald Trump publicly.
Think we got it?
Help a little bit, Al.
Sorry, guys, if that took a minute. I think this is from Good Friday, it looks like. So here we go.
Since becoming the first US-born leader of the Catholic Church, Pope Leo has largely avoided comments on his home country. He never mentioned President Donald Trump publicly until now. But that era has come to an end, according to Reuters Vatican correspondent Joshua McElwee.
So Vatican officials have been telling me for the past 10 months that Pope Leo is quite cautious about how he talks about the United States. What seemed to change this week is that Pope Leo has become more and more vocal in criticism of the U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran that began the Iran war that is now in its second month. The Pope on Palm Sunday, which is the celebration that opens Holy Week for Catholics, the most important week of the year, gave a homily in which he said that God rejects the prayers of those who wage war because they have blood on their hands. This is a very strong thing for the Pope to say.
Those comments were interpreted by conservative Catholic commentators as aimed at U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
May his almighty and eternal
Joint U.S.-Israeli military action. The Pope's sharp criticism of the Iran war and his direct naming of Trump Tuesday marks a significant shift in tone from the pontiff.
He's looking for an offering. Hopefully he's looking for a way to decrease the amount of violence and bombing.
The pontiff Leo chose to use an American colloquialism the president and administration officials would understand.
I think, broadly speaking, Vatican officials, like much of the world, are aware that President Trump cared about the direction of the world. They're worried about the atmosphere of violence in Iran.
Okay, so that was as close as I could get because any of his statements are in Italian.
Yeah, the article when he said that God rejects the prayers of warmongers, basically, the articles that I read, they were dogging the Pope. They hate that man. They say he needs to get a new job. That he's not real.
They were accusing him of being too liberal.
Oh yeah, they call him the woke Pope.
Oh, fuck them. Okay.
When the chancellor said, go get a real job.
Here's your Al for playing that.
Look, I'm not Christian, but I think we'd all agree that if this world was being run by true Christian principles right now, we'd be in really good shape.
No doubt about it, not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Good morning.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, you all.
Welcome, John, to the stage, Michael, Mimi. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
So by now everybody has heard the second pilot has been found. I took us down conspiracy lane. Where's Donald Trump? Not me. IG is buzzing. This man has had a lid placed on his appearances, as well as any meetings with the press or press having availability to him. I doubt he's dead. I just find it strange. Someone mentioned he might be getting his annual checkup. Odd timing. It is a huge holiday here in the USA. And we know this man loves the camera. I don't wish death on nobody, but I do find it strange. Where is he? What's going on? We're at war. I don't know how you guys feel about Vance, because we know what happens. Vance will have to step up. I don't know how you guys feel about Vance running our nation. I feel like we don't hear from him much. yeah, that's where I'm at with it. The mic is open, guys. You got
Didn't he make a rude pull post this morning talking about hell to Allah or something? Like,
Yes.
so he's alive, right? He
But
made a rude-
that was written.
You guys saying that he didn't write that? That what you saying?
He wrote that shit.
He wrote that. It sounds just like Donald Trump. Right.
So somebody pointed out today that if you look at it, like when he put fucking, he put the apostrophe after the N. It's sort of grammatically done in a way that doesn't suggest is his style. Like he's horrible with grammar and punctuation. This thing is grammatically and sort of correctly punctuated, so it makes it look like it wasn't written by him.
I think
Even though
that sounds just like Donald Trump to me. That was so disrespectful.
He did that shit.
That was so disrespectful.
So y'all know that like the other, so they've showed the people that do type of stuff, and I'm not saying it's Karen Levitt said that anything that comes off of that True Social account is official White House policy. So I'm saying it's like the official communication channel, but a lot of that stuff, there is stuff that he does type and stuff he doesn't. I'm just saying, just go look at the way that he writes stuff. I don't know that was him. I'm saying it's him. It's his sentiments, but there's a possibility he didn't physically type that.
I did on TikTok news. These TikTok creators are saying that Donald Trump is in the hospital and stuff. But I don't know how true that is.
That's all wishful thinking. That man's still alive.
Right.
The evilest people.
Evil people live forever. Don't y'all got an evil auntie that's 102?
They stay alive the
longest. They do not die.
So,
go ahead, sir.
You good? No, you good. I was just cutting you. I was just on Resurrection Day. You know that Jesus literally stated that his kingdom is not of this world. So this world is not godly. So you're right that, like, you know, if the devil, when he took him out and like said all these kingdoms of the world could be yours if you bow down before me, you know what I'm saying? And else is running this world outside.
What's going on in here? What's going on?
I'll keep it in church, Spiritus. My bad, brother.
I don't even know where you was getting at, to be honest with you.
Evil people living forever. Evil people run this world. That's what I was getting at. Like y'all were saying that evil people live forever. You're right. Evil people do tend to like last a long time, longer than good people.
Well, CNN is having a ball with that tweet that he tweeted. They just keep saying it. I ain't never seen them curse so much on CNN before.
Donald Trump did that when he got on a plane. Like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. This like months ago. No, like our leaders, we follow the leader, and so he definitely has like lowered the level of like language in this country. So you know, CNN definitely is rolling. You know what I'm saying? He's the president with fucking in it. So you know what I'm saying? It's open game.
The bar on everything.
It was pretty vulgar, actually. It really was.
But that's who he is. And we all look like we under him, unfortunately, and the whole world's looking at us like we're just a bunch of dumbasses.
And if you're gonna make a move, why announce it? Why are you telling the enemies what you about to do next? That doesn't even make sense either.
Especially from somebody that says that they don't. Literally, people have documented what he said over the past like 5 weeks, and he literally says something different every day about what they're doing. Or he makes a different like quote about this war. It's just there doesn't appear to be a plan.
Well, we know he's not smart because he keeps talking about having to take all these cognitive tests. He doesn't even realize why he's taking them. An average American person that knows what's going on, they might take a cognitive test right before they turn 80, but they don't take 3 in 1 year. He doesn't even get it.
it's a systemic problem because I mean, and don't get mad at me here, but I think he is surrounded by people who protect him, and I think in some ways that was true of Biden at some point as well, where people weren't being honest with him and he was saying shit that made no sense to us because that's the information he was getting from the people closest to us.
I think that they at this. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Brooklyn.
I was just gonna say, at this point in history, we have an age limit on how young a person could be to be president. They need an age limit on how old they could be as well, because seems like it's bad. Ooh, that age is hitting them real bad.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like that tweet should be enough for 25th Amendment. The guy is not well at all. I mean,
If it had been any other president, it would have been.
But I see now when he was running, people think that dementia, like, it's just like Biden, like, forget words. But some of them, if you've been around older people, that they will get, they say rude stuff, they crazy, but they losing their mind. And it's like you have the older crazy auntie that she has the energy, but she's losing her mind. And I saw that in Trump when he was running. I was like, he got the same issue Biden got. You tell. But nobody's seen that because they looked at it like he was energetic, but he was just saying all that crazy stuff out of his mouth.
You know, people are claiming it's frontal lobe dementia based on, like, you know, people, experts that, based on the way he talk, like his loss of filter, a lot of stuff that he's doing, they're saying that. And to the point that Elle made earlier, going back to Reagan was 73, I think, in 1984. So when he came out of office, he was 77, and you know, the last part of Reagan wasn't good. It's just, you know, he had a wife that loved him, and they protected him as well. They all get protected in some way.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately, this
Trump doesn't have a wife that loves him
right now. Sorry.
We might do better with Vance because he's younger, and he may be willing to, like, you know, compromise people to actually listen, because he got to think about his career in the future, because he has a future because he's younger. Where Trump, he really don't have a future, so he don't give a damn. You know.
So the problem with Vance though is that he's like this whole thing with Peter Thiel and Curtis Yarvin and its dark enlightenment. You know, where they want a CEO basically to run the country as opposed to democracy. If he goes in, they're probably going to greenlight a lot of stuff. They're probably doing it in the background anyway. But JD, they need to do Article 2, Section 4, and just remove everybody because they're all incompetent.
Well, that's
So
what they gonna do. That's what y'all wanted. That's why y'all want it.
You said any person?
Ain't that's why they voted for Trump? They was eggs is $8,
But everything else is
fuck Biden.
If Vance became president, the Senate would start doing their job.
The only problem is that Trump is first with executive orders. So if we get midterms, which we'll get unless he stops the election, if we get numbers in midterms, then Trump is done. Like, everybody's going to be handcuffed if the Congress is doing their job. But if you have it the way it is right now with J.D. Vance, a lot of stuff's going to get greenlit, and it's just he's not going to be as upfront about it. We're just not going to see it.
Yeah.
I'm listening to y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, but y'all sound like y'all got that deranged syndrome.
Like James Carville. Yeah, you damn right I got whatever it is.
I've just been cooking and listening to, what about, well, he's got he needs a frontal lobotomy. Well, all that shit.
Why? Because
Why would you do him any good? Because he doesn't have any brains anyway.
Yeah, I said experts are saying he's got frontal lobe dementia. I don't say he needs a lobotomy. He doesn't need to do shit except just get the fuck out of office is all I'm saying.
Well, like they say, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Thank you.
Let me get some more money. I'm gonna start spending money on Clubhouse.
It's funny.
Clubhouse Carlos, if you listen, I'm gonna stop spending money on y'all. That's my last time. Until next week.
You said you gonna stop spending money? You ain't spent no money with me yet. But whatever.
And we could turn the mirror around and do the same.
You so correct. I was about to say, that's why I had to say, but whatever, because I ain't spent.
I tried to buy some coins because people kept giving me coins, and I feel like I need to give it back. And then
exactly, so
I need because girl, my brain, you know, I got perimenopause, okay? And when I clicked, okay, one day when you get my age, and then it wanted it wanted the password. And I'm like, what's the password?
You don't have, wait. You don't have
my iPhone password.
You know what? When I start cussing your motherfucker.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't waste my curse words on you. I'm so glad I didn't waste mine. Okay, that's what you want to do? You want to do that?
All right. So, about the curse thing,
you want to do it?
Who's that?
He gone now.
I'm gonna do the.
Wait a minute. What password are you talking about?
Okay, so right now I put purchase, right, and then it's like enter the password for my email to authorize this transaction.
All right, slow down. Do you have Apple Pay hooked up on your iPhone?
Yeah.
And it asks you to verify your email address?
It says enter the password for my email. Have my email.
I wouldn't do none of that shit.
That's what I said. And I was like, what?
You trying to buy coins?
Yeah. Well, you can
do mine in the App Store.
Or you can mine's is in the app. But I think
the App Store is asking me for my password.
Right.
Okay.
Logged in a while.
Yeah, maybe you're logged out. So go to the App Store and log in. Don't log in through this month. Excuse my French.
You just said mug. That's all you said. Hey, happy Clubhouse anniversary.
Or she can log in from her phone.
Saying, go to settings. Go to Gap.
Go to settings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's what I'm saying. See, and that's just work. You know what I'm saying? My brain is so little.
Hey, Day, so
I don't like this.
I think that's said it right.
Yeah, I don't like to use it, but I'm gonna do it because I gotta pay people. I don't like. I was like, because people kept sending me coins, and I'm like, I need to send some coins back.
I know, I have the same problem. I'm out of coins, and I can't send anybody any, so now I've got to go buy more. Same exact situation.
And when you do it, you can do it where you can use your face, and you don't have to do the.
That's what I was trying. Orlando, that's what I was trying to do. I kept on. Like, why was it just you? Because usually it didn't do it. Yeah, usually it's like that. Or the password is already saved on my phone, I guess, but I haven't used it in a minute, so they're making me, you know.
They're trying to watch out for
it today, because I'm gonna blow it up. I'm gonna ching on y'all. So, what is it called when it's at the strip club when they throw the money in? Make it rain.
Make it rain.
Make it rain, Shug. Make it rain.
Hey, when Trick comes back to the room, I'm gonna need y'all to put some respect on that man's name. So, if y'all have heard, they've had about 7 people that have been dealing with all this stuff. They're propulsion labs and this guy, I think from the air. All these people that are dealing with alien technology or all this stuff have been going missing. So I'm just saying, y'all gonna have to put some respect on the man's name next time he comes back.
Wait, what?
All I just ask you to do is just put some respect on the man's name. That's all.
I'm not gonna put respect on his name, but I respect him. But what are we respecting his name for? What happened?
People have gone missing from the people that are working on some of this stuff that he comes here talking about, people that alien technology or these whatever UAPs. Some of the top people, literally, there's been stories about it. The last person went missing maybe last month. He went out for a hike. He's either ex-Air Force guy. There's literally, and there's stories about where I think it's about 6 people that have gone missing. in or been shot or like these even the guy in the Brown, she had the guy that like that thing where they had the Brown shooting that happened some months back. There was one guy, there's some people got shot on campus, but there's one guy that got shot. He was also a part of this thing. So there's enough now that where they're kind of correlating. So I was just
Wait a minute, so who shot who?
We know the one guy that got shot by the guy that did the campus shooting. I can't remember his name, but we caught that person. A lot of these people are going missing. It's like a mystery. Like nobody knows, you know what I'm saying, who did what.
Let me ask you a question. Did you drink a Red Bull?
Michael,
last hour or so?
Michael, what else is on the internet today?
Oh, Chico, you came back. Chico, you still screwing? Chico, 1 second. Chico, you still screwing? You still want to use the F word? Did he leave again? Well, he's gone to bed this time.
I don't know. But so no. This it's because I believe in the democracy and not the dark enlightenment. So if nobody wants to talk about it, I won't talk about it. But this stuff is just out there. And I was just making a joke about putting respect on Trent's name. But again, I can literally just shut up. It's no big deal. But yeah, it's all good.
I enjoy it, Michael, personal.
Let me do a quick read, cut truth to what he's saying. So I'm going to read real quick. In early 26, a series of suspicious deaths, disappearances, and fatalities among scientists, researchers, and military personnel involved in advanced aerospace, nuclear fusion, and projects potentially linked to UAPs, otherwise known as unidentified anomalous phenomena. We call them UFOs. So we have Major General William Neal McCasland, former commander of Air Force Research Laboratory and figure linked to UAP research, disappeared in February. Monica Jacinto Reza, a NASA-linked aerospace engineer specialized in advanced rocket engine alloys, it's called Mandalay. She vanished in June 2025 while hiking. Dr. Nuno Laureano, an MIT physicist and director at the Plasma Science Fusion Center, he was killed in the shooting in late 2025. That's the one Michael was just talking about. The guy that went on campus and killed some students, he also killed Nuno Laureano. I believe he was an Argentinian. We have Dr. Carl Grimmeler, a Caltech astrophysicist known for his work in detecting water on exoplanets, was shot on his front porch in February 2026. Jason Thomas, a chemical by the Department of Defense contracts, went missing late 2025. His body was March 2026. AFRL personnel deaths. In October 25, Jacob Pritchard, AFRL project manager, reportedly killed his wife and First Lieutenant James Gustus, TSSCI cleared operations research analyst, before taking his own life in a case with no officially identified motive. So there you have it. I'm going on mute.
So all these people was touched by the aliens?
No, birds, lady. I mean, I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but these people are dead. That is a fact. And they have linked to what it says, links to
energy and
UAP,
right?
Aerospace and nuclear fusion. You know, nuclear fusion is supposed to be the power generator of the future.
Free energy.
Yeah, free energy, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. Okay. I'm making some jasmine rice.
The best rice to eat. Yes, ma'am. You gotta watch that rice. Make sure your rice don't say enriched. I mean, that's just me.
Enriched with what?
Well, when they enrich the rice, they enrich the flour, or they enrich anything, it's that's what's causing the love handles. They're enriching it with stuff that
So you don't have love handles? You sound like you got love handles. You don't have love handles? I'm just
I got, you can pinch an inch, but I don't got love handles like that. You know, I'm grown.
Oh, all right. You can pinch an inch. you for sharing that. Any other alien news? Nope. Okay. Well, Trent said he can't come back.
No,
He said, Trent said leave him alone because his wife said he can't come on during the week.
is that true?
That's what he said. Now, how true it is, I don't know. But that's what he said.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
What you cooking, Spirits?
I'm making matzo ball soup actually. So we're doing the balls right now.
That sounds delicious. I love it.
Are you rolling the balls?
Yeah. I'm rolling them.
Javon, you have to stop laughing over me because these people be thinking I'm saying stuff that I'm not really saying. You're just crazy as hell. I'm just asking if you're rolling.
So I'm ordering Peeps from Instacart. I just realized that's what's going on. That's what's wrong today. I don't have any of those sweet marshmallow rabbits and chickens or whatever they are. So I just ordered 4 packs, yellow, pink, blue, and green. That's my Easter.
Wait, you actually like those?
Are you kidding? I live for those. Yeah. So it's my dirty secret.
Some black beans, some eggs, and I couldn't find any jelly beans. I couldn't find no black jelly beans.
The drugstores?
Yeah, I'm here.
Normally they have tons of them because I think I'm the only person who likes them.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Spirits, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question for you. What are you feeling this weekend?
What do you mean? What am I feeling?
Well, aren't your people the cause for this? Aren't your people the cause for this weekend?
Well, there were some of them where they were certainly there, but I'm going to Easter dinner, and I'm bringing matzo ball soup. So.
So you're gonna rub it. So you're gonna rub it in our face, huh?
Basically. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna bring. Well, you know, let me mute up, even though I can't because I'm covered in matzo ball right now.
I'm gonna mute you.
It's all good.
At the point now where Jewish people are now taking credit for the weekend. Did you all just hear what Spirit said? He said he's having champagne in celebration of the weekend. Huh? Anyway.
Well, to be fair, I'm not having champagne. I'm having Kadim Pastic. It's my favorite grape juice. It is kosher for Passover.
Sound good. When is Passover over? Tomorrow?
No, it's over. I'm like, no bread, no pasta, nothing with corn, a little bit of matzah. Yeah.
You are eating matzah. Did you make a matzah pizza for lunch this morning?
No. I made what I make? I made like an egg hash, almost like a matzah brie kind of thing. Egg, cheese, little piece of matzah.
Oh, nice.
I have a friend who they call it a Messianic Jew. She was actually a Christian minister.
Oh, it's the Jews for Jesus, Messianic Jews.
They do the horn, the ram horn. And they do the bread. They do it. They go up to this encampment up in the woods every week, and it's crazy. I mean, not crazy, but
it's crazy. Those people are in a sex cult. They're having orgies. I'm done.
Yeah, the Messianics. That's a weird one. To be honest, it kind of doesn't doesn't
Makes
fit
zero
exactly.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's somebody on here who's a Jew for Jesus. I won't say who he is, but many of you know who he is.
Wait, is he the one that hosts rooms sometimes?
No, he never hosted rooms.
Oh.
He used to talk a lot. I'll just tell you, Philip Denver. Remember him?
Oh, yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah, he's a Messianic Jew.
Yeah, he's a Jew for Jesus.
Yeah, my ex-husband.
I'm a Jew for Jesus. What's going on?
No. It's a specific thing. You're not a Jew for Jesus. Like, we're talking about a specific group, but they do specific.
They're reborn Christians. These are serious reborn Christians who are Jewish, who believe that the second coming has already come through Jesus, or will come with Jesus. So that's totally separate than a Jewish person who acknowledges Jesus. Two different things. But yeah, my ex-husband, he became a Jew for Jesus. It was really bad.
Jews for Jesus are kind of having it both ways, because on the one hand, if Christianity is wrong, they're okay. They're set. They got some nice history, some nice books, nice wisdom, nice tradition. But if Christianity is right, they also get in. I don't know. Maybe I should
Exactly right. Dan, that's exactly right. You nailed it.
Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Sort of like being with a black woman. You know you're making a mistake, but in the 1 in 100 chance you were correct, you roll the dice. Lord have mercy.
Are you making your short ribs, man?
I'm not, but a negress currently is. I just had to go to the kitchen and lay down the patriarchal hammer, which is to say, there was not enough. So I said, woman, cook more. And they did. It's several of them in there. See, Elle, you have to understand that as a man, you have to make sure that everything is in order. Because if you leave the woman to her own devices, the children won't get fed. The elderly won't be taken care of. They'll be cold and shivering. The poor won't get their blessings, you see. And so it requires a man to get up off his chair once every 3 hours to make sure that everything is in order. And that is what a man was put here for. To get up off her every 3 hours, survey the situation, make sure all the parts are working, make sure it's well tuned and oiled, and then go back, sit down and watch sports. And if there's any interruption in that, the order's been thrown off.
Yeah, that makes good sense, man. Sort of like mansplaining, it's like man management.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's micro management, I guess.
In fact, let me explain it to you, because I'm not sure if you'll get it as a woman. Let me explain it to you as a man.
That was brilliant.
Devon put in the chat that the game's about to start. For those of you that want to watch South Carolina win a game. Although today's game could be a good game. UCLA has a shot. South Carolina is only 4.5, 4-point favorite, so the Lady Gamecocks might not have it in the bag. Where's my glasses? Oh, shit.
Remember that day you found them in the laundry room? You was happier than a kid on Christmas and going, oh shit, I found my glasses.
I was actually, yes, I think I. Oh, one second.
team for real? Because I read that on the background. I'm like, why are they calling themselves the Gamecocks? Or was that just a joke? Because I don't know nothing about sports. Ain't no men in this house, so ain't no sports in this house.
Wait, y'all know who Greg Carr is?
To answer your question, yes, ma'am, that's their name, the Gamecocks. To play on foul, not to be.
Okay, I got a dirty mind then. Because I was going to.
You be hanging out with First Lady.
Y'all gonna stop. That is all y'all need to test. I didn't do anything.
You cut off you see. But what you said, Carr, that name sounds familiar. You said Michael Carr? Why does that name sound familiar? Dr. Carr.
Is it my kid? My urban view?
Oh my God, this was an April Fool's joke. Never mind.
What y'all got?
Greg Carr said he was leaving Urban.
He said, who was leaving?
I'm gonna go back outside.
Yeah, outside the
It
hallway.
feels good out there.
Yeah, feel real good in the hallway, don't it? It feel good. Oh, you feel good all over. Even though you're not in this room, you feel good. Shout out to little Stephanie. Stephanie Mills said when she thought of home, she thinks where there's love overflowing. Feel good. You feel good in the hallway.
I feel good in the pullover.
Imagine. It wouldn't take much to get Stephanie Mills to feel good all over. She a little thing. You could just throw Stephanie Mills up. She's teeny. You ever seen Stephanie Mills?
She about what, 49?
If that.
Yeah.
This is an April Fool's joke. I got a video of Greg Carr.
I mean, she's only a little taller than her son. That's what I mean.
Yeah. He said he's leaving. He said he's leaving Urban View Radio and was leaving Howard.
Why?
It was an April Fool's joke. I fell for.
Oh, that's dumb.
It was nasty. He said just finished negotiation with an Ivy League institution. And I should have known it. I should have known it was an April Fool's joke because Greg Carr can't get no job outside of Howard. That's why I should have fell for that. But anyway, never mind. I don't have a Greg Carr announcement.
Well, here's a little bit of news, actually. I read today that the Supreme Court has paused. I'm not sure what pause means.
Let me tell you what pause means, L. So let me tell you. So pause is what happens when someone makes a homosexual innuendo between men, and they say pause to let people know they're not actually homosexuals, but 5 times out of 10, they probably are closeted homosexuals. So let me give you an example. If I say, oh, I got something sticking in the back of my throat, someone will say pause because the innuendo is there, is that it's a dick. That's what pause means.
Got it. So the story was that SCOTUS had put a pause in 15 states on universities releasing racial identities of students. So that's a good thing, I guess, even if it's just a pause.
What? Wait, racial identities? What's happening? Why is the administration trying to get people's race and religion? I'm slightly disturbed at the UPenn. They asked for all the Jews. Did you guys hear that?
It's really nefarious, man. It is 1943.
There was also an Obama judge who allowed it.
it's part of the discrimination lawsuit, and I get it maybe opt in. I'm not sure what it is, but it's very bizarre. I don't know.
Question is, it'd be a good thing if we're talking about a scholarship that might be based on race. Is that a thing? So then you need to know what to fill it in.
I don't think that was the reason. I think it had to do with the accusation that Jewish students wouldn't be protected, supposedly. I don't know, but that was the original. That's what initiated all of this.
And staff, if they were Jewish, but if you're nervous that people are being treated a particular way, you don't want your name on a list of Jews. And then that list gets in the wrong hands, and then people start harassing you who had nothing to do with it. Like, you just don't want to be on lists of things. I don't know. It's a strange thing. I don't know. Anyway. Now, there's some young brothers at Penn that probably would enjoy a list of Jewish girls. That's for other purposes. I can't go into that, but that's a different discussion. That's not for the administration. I don't know, man. I can't believe that. I know you guys have talked about this. That was the message of the President of the United States on Easter. Easter's probably the holiest of days for Christians. And I cannot believe that was what the president tweeted today. It's supposed to be a religious Christian administration in particular. I know y'all talked about it already, but I just want to say that was insane to me.
When you say open the FS Street?
Yeah, on Easter. Did it come out this morning or last night?
I don't know. I think Jonah said
Morning at 8:03 a.m.
We're at sunrise service. We were coming out of, imagine you were in sunrise service and you're coming out, you're filled with the Spirit, you're in a good, ready to go about your day. You got to go home and make sure you boil them eggs, because the kids want to do this Easter egg on the backyard. You got, 24 white eggs that they'll decorate, another 24 to 48 plastic eggs, and you take little chocolates, jelly beans, put it in the plastic eggs, maybe a couple of dollars, hold them up, put them in the plastic eggs, and you find nice little hiding nooks. You might put, you have a strawberry planter, or you have a box in the back, maybe a tree, put it in the crook of the tree, you might put it there, or over in the back where you keep your shovels. Maybe perhaps you might put it under the wheel next to your grill. If you have the grill in the patio or a little portico there, you might put it there. Or perhaps you put an egg up on top of the fence. If you have a fence that goes around, perhaps a slatted fence where the egg can go there. There's all types of, perhaps you have bushes, the begonia bed, you might put in begonia just like that, and this brick, he might go around the begonia bed and the eggs. There's all kinds of things one can. It's insane. It's insane. Now, Matt said, don't we have Bibles on Easter at the White House? Well, let's see. There was a Trans Day of Remembrance. I don't know if they had a thing at the White House, but that day is the same day every year. But it's always Biden. Doesn't matter what Donald Trump does. Donald Trump is never responsible. We have to look at back what somebody else does. That is the height of immaturity. Well, yeah, Your Honor, I killed somebody, but so-and-so killed somebody too. It's just insane. There were some girls flashing stuff. So I'm going to look up. If there were people flashing people, let's see. Biden Easter celebration. Let's see what Biden had. Let's see, Easter egg rolls.
That message was
education. Moral high ground. I have no more. I'm not Biden. That's the other thing these people like Matt will do. They conflate like us as individual citizens with the various administrations. I didn't do that for Biden.
Well,
I have no moral high ground. Wait a minute, 1 second, El. Moral high ground, if you're a Christian, is not relative. What an insanely silly thing to say. If you're a Christian, you don't say, well, you don't have moral high ground, so you could do whatever. That's not Christianity. That's totally insane. But I'm trying to see what Biden did on, let's see. He said that there were people, I'm complaining about what he said. Well, if Biden had people flashing, I would also complain about people flashing. I gotta be honest with y'all. Y'all have no morals. It's kind of disgusting. That's your point. So my point is that Biden shouldn't have done it and Donald Trump shouldn't have done it. So how do I have no moral high ground? I'm not. Let me break some news here. I don't work for the Democrats. I'm so confused. I'm actually legit confused. I said that the person waving up saying that was disgusting. What does that have to do with what Biden did? So you said there were people flashing at the Biden. I don't see anybody. Let's see. I need.
This is the day that the Lord
I'm
has
trying to.
made.
Where's somebody flashing?
Will and be glad in it. He is with you. Happy.
So if I'm saying he's a Christian, shouldn't do it. What does that have to do with Biden doing something? I'm so confused. You said that Biden, some girl was flashing stuff. I don't get it. Why don't y'all come on stage? I've been here all day. It's hard for me to follow. I just don't understand it. So you said, don't forget what Biden was doing on Easter at the White House. I hadn't finished my comment on this one. What do I have to? Okay. So what was Biden doing in Easter at the White House? I don't know. What was he doing? The Trans Day of Disability thing?
We don't know because Matt's not going to come up and tell us.
I'm so confused. I don't even know what day
The point is the leader of the free world came out on Easter, excuse me, and said the most vile, vulgar shit he could ever say.
Threatening war crimes. Open illegal war crimes. What does Biden have to do? I'd be so confused, yo. I would imagine they rescued the soldier. I would imagine you use that to transition to talk about Easter and what Easter symbolizes, etc. Instead, you're cussing people out as an 80-year-old man threatening war crimes. What does Biden have to do with that? I'm so confused. Anyway, these people are brain dead, bro. I lost my time. I'm now Googling Biden Easter celebration. That's a girl flashing. White House bans trans activists for topless photo at a pride event. Yeah, it was at a pride event that the girl did it. Now I should kick him out of the room. It wasn't an Easter. It was a pride event in June. And she flashed somebody and she was kicked out. This behavior is inappropriate and disrespectful for any event at the White House. It is not reflective of the event. We also celebrate LGBTQI families or other hundreds of guests who were in attendance. The White House was there. And the girl was banned from the White House.
You were saying how violent it was in a way.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It's a horrible Easter message, or lack thereof. And yet these people, oh, he's praying, they're putting hands on him. I mean, somebody comparing him to Jesus Christ last week. That was the most sacrilegious shit I ever heard. Remember when the lady was comparing him to Jesus Christ last week? I know y'all listened to it.
It's
That's
crazy.
insane.
Right. So my deep religious conspiracy says that Trump is doing all this, particularly the Easter message today, to test real Christians and real religious people on if they're actually going to show the cojones to push back on the statement. And it seems like they all failed. So that's my religious conspiracy from God above.
Well, the White House was savvy enough to delete the Easter event from the White House. I don't know if you saw that, Spiritus, but they actually deleted it. Of course, people have it, but that was an insane moment. Oh, Trump is proposing to cut. Wait. OMB wants to cut NASA by $5.6 billion. Incredible. Trump is asking for $1.5 trillion for defense. This administration sucks, bro. This is a terrible administration.
It's so worse than actually, I think, what any of us envisioned.
Yeah, the first one was, I think, the first one, I don't know why, Andy, you want to come up while I'm speaking, what's going on, brother? first one was what's his name? Jamel Bowie did well. He says the first one was pretty much a standard Republican administration with standard Republican people around it, with a deplorable person at the top, depending on your perspective. But it was pretty standard Republican administration. The wheels fell off around COVID, because they didn't know how to handle that. But this one around is just strange. This is strange stuff.
I think it's because he's very, very sick, and we need the 25th. That's my opinion. I think he's so beyond being a bad person. This is like so fucked up and so psychotic of behavior that I don't even know why we keep talking about it. Like they gotta figure out a way to get him out of there somehow.
Hey Janet. Hey Marsh.
Space program.
How's it going, First Lady?
Burgess, how's it going? Happy Easter.
What's wrong with the space program? Why do we need to cut $5 billion from the space program?
That sucks.
That's what happened the first time.
We had a vibrant.
He was crowing about it.
We had a vibrant space program, 70s, and then this is exactly what happened. They wanted to cut funding. Where people were like, what happened? Why didn't we go back? And why did this happen? Because the government cut spending. So now here we are, making strides. Sent Artemis 2 up, and now you want to cut funding. Fucking idiot.
Aren't they like on their way to the moon right now?
Ma'am.
They're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's day 5, yeah. They're probably looping around, and then we'll be making
around once already, yeah.
Yeah, ain't got no gas money to get back because Trump, dumbass.
Well, Janet, since the bathroom they can use the piss and shit for the fuel, because I don't know if y'all heard the bathroom stopped working.
Again?
First day up.
What?
Oh, they fixed it?
Yeah, they fixed it. So the reason why they had to go around the earth twice was to make sure that everything was operational before they did the trip to the moon.
Wow. Happy Easter.
People are saying they're cutting it to redirect the money to Elon Musk SpaceX. But I don't. Why would you need to cut for that? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. You wouldn't need to cut money for that. You would just do like they always do, and just send the money there. Oh, I mean, it's about the IPO. How much money? I don't know. I think it has more to do with tax cuts than it has money to Elon Musk. I don't. That's not a lot of money to SpaceX. They're about to get tens of billions this week or next week, whenever the IPO is. But I don't. They can just send the money. They don't need to cut it for that. Whatever. It seems so un-America first. Outside of the border, from their perspective, outside of the border, these are some ugly shots. I ain't gonna hold you. Outside of the border, I don't see much America first from this administration. I really don't. The president the other day saying Medicare and Medicaid were scams, and the government, child care, we can't take care of child care, but requested $1.5 trillion for the Pentagon. That's insane.
This may be a stretch, and I'm okay not knowing it, so I'm going to ask you guys. Is there like a class action suit that Americans can take, like when our leaders just do some off-the-wall shit that is just undeniably like just selfish, and it almost was kind of like seeing like treason a little bit, borderline. Is there something like? Is there a clause? Is there like we can even if it's at a civil level, right? Like maybe it's not criminal. Maybe like we just all sue Donald J. Trump, and then even if like we can't get him out of office, we just stop his royalties and we just drain him with this suit. So no more Trumps. Is there any way we can do that, or is she just gonna file bankruptcy, or could a suit still bankruptcy? Like, how does that work?
There's nothing to be done.
I don't think you're trying to harm the fan. We got to read somebody's bylaws. There's something somewhere.
I read it. Because he's not Donald J. Trump that's doing it. He's the president of the United States, so he's not personally liable for the fuck shit. So he's got to wait for the midterms, and you get a check by the Congress if the other party wins, and then in 28 you don't elect a Republican because they're going to be a Trump-like figure, or want to be Trump for the most part. So got to make sure they lose. So stop worrying about the okie doke.
When he sued the IRS, he's doing that as Donald J. Trump the person, right?
Yeah, he is doing that as a person, but I don't think that'll go anywhere.
Okay. I just...
I don't know if they filed it. Oh, God.
It's just really... It's like, I know it sounds funny, but I really almost gonna cry. Like, this is bad. It's to the point where the alternative is find somewhere to live for like maybe the next 3.5 years. Like, what are the alternatives?
No, not that long, girl. You got your dates mixed up. You got 2 years left.
I got 2 more
2.5
years?
years. Yeah, 20
2.5
years.
excuse me, 2.5 years. Sorry, I said.
But after Republicans lose the House, which everybody think there's nobody doesn't think they won't, a lot of stuff will change because the Democrats will have investigation power. So a lot of people will be putting checks. I bet these girls just be firing these 3-pointers up. They be pushing them. They're gonna be shooting them. I think the 3-point line is too far. Is that the NBA 3-point line? Are the girls shooting from the NBA 3-point line?
Yeah, I'm watching. That 3-point line looks far as hell for these girls.
I thought the 3-point line hit the top of the key.
That was a little bit.
If it was a transgender, it wouldn't be a problem. Ain't that what I mean?
I don't know.
Oh, it is. They moved it back a couple years ago. I don't know why I didn't notice that. To match the WNBA international distances, so they moved it back. Wow. I don't know why. I've been watching games too. Maybe because of the way that girl shot that, it just looked like she was pushing it. I think it's too far. I think it's too far for the men's to college.
I watched the college 3-point competition today, and it did look like they were pushing it. But when you watch like Caitlin Clark, like she was shooting logo threes. Some of the girls have different sort of shot mechanics than others do.
I think the boys should be closer to.
For college?
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't stay that long though. So kind of, I guess, like prepping them to get ready for the league.
I mean, I just generally, Michael, once with this girl got hit in the throat. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. The white on white UCLA joint with the tall white socks look dope.
Classic.
It's classic joints. But I just want jump shooting to come back to mid range. That's why I like, Mr. Pushoff, SGA himself. I don't know. It's like either shooting in the paint or shooting a 3. That's all people do now.
To me, that's the influence of like AAU or whatever, just that they don't practice like they used to. If you look at how European players play, like they play more mid-range in some cases than our kids play.
That's one reason why they're gonna be better players in the long run, because they have a more complete game. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I think we're already seeing it though. Like when you look at the kids out there, it's funny. But shout out to like the Cooper Flag and even like the Boozer kid. Cam plays a pretty good game or whatever too. I don't know, but we definitely, the kids don't practice as much as we used to. And again, I'm old or whatever, but but just the way they do this stuff now, just AAU, and watching those kids play AAU, it's like they're just out there just sort of just free balling.
Yeah, that's what it look like to me sometimes.
So, Cayenne, he plays, I guess his dad is a heavy influence. Camelo Anthony's son, Cayenne, he's at Syracuse, and he's pulling up. He's taking those mid-range. He's like, one thing my dad taught me is these are one of the easiest shots you ever want to take. So he's doing it. I don't know why he went to Syracuse, but I guess he want to follow his daddy. But yeah, that's a different story.
Super excited for that kid. Has anybody seen how he's done it?
Good.
Is he there?
It's good, yeah.
Bronny's starting to get more game time, starting to come into. I root for the sons of these like NBA players or whatever. Look better in his game. He's discovering his role, like just being a good defender, with his like a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, Michael, I brought up that game against OKC. Man, they got spanked. Oh my God, it was like 139 to 90, it was bad. They spanked the Lakers horrible.
You know that happens in the league though. Like historically, like even in championship series, you'll get games like that. But without Luka, they're pretty much told, unless LeBron is gonna like turn back the clock, like get some energy. But the second season for them is so long because the playoffs start in April or whatever. Run through like what? Through like June.
Yeah.
But the next play last night, it was like 136 to 98 or some shit. I'm like, okay, New York, but 2 nights before that, they got spanked. So.
Yeah, and I've been following the NBA much. I am kind of interested to see what Cleveland's going to do because I think Cleveland has James Harden now, and with Donovan Mitchell being there, with James Harden not having to be like relied upon to be like the alpha dog or whatever, it'll be interesting to see how he plays during this playoff series. Like Cleveland might be somebody to watch out for. And again, I don't even know what they're ranked because I just don't follow the NBA like I used to.
Oh, they're in the top 4.
Okay, so that it should be fun watching them move through the play.
Yeah, they're right behind the Knicks. There's like, I will include the Knicks. I know I'm not supposed to, but I think there's like, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7 teams, the top 8 teams across both conferences. Take the Lakers out. The Lakers are done. I wouldn't be sad. If any of these teams won, maybe the Knicks would shock me. Maybe. I wouldn't be shocked though. It's gonna be in the playoffs.
It does make it nice when the field is like this.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm interested in seeing if San Antonio is going to be able to sort of go against the historic trend of like having to like get close and sort of learn and come back, lick your wounds, get better. The way they're playing is going to be interesting to see what they do in the West. Because I think they played pretty well against OKC this year.
I mean, the Thunder are probably going to repeat. I mean, they're probably better this year than they were last year, which is a thing.
Yeah, that is the thing.
SJ's probably better. He's going to win the MVP again. I just can't believe we're in a world that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to win multiple MVPs, multiple championships, and will be a top 50 all-time player by the time he turns 35. It's absolutely insane. Nobody saw that coming.
That's a fact. But the way he plays, he literally is unstop his game. He can do whatever he wants to on the court when he wants to do it.
Whenever he wants it. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good rivalry, them and the Spurs for a while.
Yeah, super. Yeah, me too. Super excited to see what they're building. Active Pop is still in the mix, I'm sure, with the team building aspect, but it is exciting to see them coming back around.
No, she banked that shit. She took that all the way to JP Morgan, came back around to Bank of America, ended up with Wells Fargo to bank that 3-point in. She had 3 banks for that bank shot. She just threw that shit up there. Ooh, nice little reverse layup. I don't think Pop is involved. Gino Ariema, here's a statement. Oh, these people swear they're like the Pope. Right? I'm sorry. God bless women's basketball. God bless men's basketball. God bless the coaches. But God bless all time. But Gino Ariema, the deal to be acting like that. Like, you coach college basketball, right? Get over yourself. You go to the Whole Foods where you send somebody just like the rest of us like that. That's just insane. That was an insane moment a couple days ago.
It was.
Beat that ass. That's what the problem was.
So here's something that they say, and Gino's done some things before, and don't quote me because I can't. It's just I got other stuff in my mind. But going back over the years when he had some stuff with him and Pat Summitt, he could have also done that to take away from, take the pressure off kids, take away from the fact that they got the ass whooped, and just that whole situation, because everybody was even taking shine off of South Carolina, because all anybody talked about was what he did after that game, as opposed to even people still not talking about the way they got demolished. It's just been about, what Gino did. I saw stuff where Lip Reader showed, what Dawn Staley was saying. You know what I'm saying? If he was trying to do that, he did a masterful job of taking it off of his players or his coaching job. It's just about, like him and this stunt.
What was he saying? What did the reader say he was saying, Michael?
Dawn Staley was saying, "I'll beat your ass." We're showing because it was shot from behind. We could catch more of what Dawn Staley was saying. There was some of what he was saying, but it was about something with a handshake, and I can't literally remember verbatim, but I just know that Dawn Staley said a couple times, "I'll beat your ass, I'll beat your ass," or whatever.
Well, not thank you, brother.
But yeah, listen, he is y'all. Like every other white man who thought he was entitled to something, didn't get it, got bested, got out-coached, players, played back, and he thought he deserved it. He was upset. He talked about somebody ripping one of his players' shirts or jerseys. Turns out she ripped her own damn jersey. They got that on tape.
Yeah.
And he changed it. Y'all, these people, like Ben said, they win, people, praise them and think they're just regular motherfuckers.
Yeah, you regular.
It's a regular white man.
Basketball team. You regular dude.
Yeah,
it's just so bizarre.
Who showed his ass, all that, and then y'all talk about, the class of Dawn Staley, because she was asked multiple times, didn't say, what happened, didn't know what happened, all these other things. And then y'all say, oh, well, we don't know why he did it, but it was a masterful job. No, he acted like a white man who thought he deserved something. Who had to compete for it, didn't win, was upset, got emotional, got out of control, and did exactly what he wasn't supposed to do, that we would not accept. If Dawn Staley acted like that, y'all wouldn't say it was masterful. Y'all would talk about how she can't control herself. This is typical. Y'all lean into all the tropes. Y'all don't do that with a white man. Okay.
Brother, I didn't say it. My apologies, because I'm the one that threw out masterful. I said if that's what he was trying to do. It's more like, I'm definitely on the side of like of the fact he's a mediocre white man coaching a women's sport instead of stepping up with the men. So I'm definitely on that side.
I'm not directing that at you.
Oh my bad, bro.
I understand. I understand why you said it because I went right after you. But I didn't intentionally mean to direct that directly at you. That's what people are saying. That's what I've seen people say. And it's ridiculous. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think I was reading somewhere, somebody was like, yeah, Pat Summitt said the same thing about Gino long time ago. So this is who this man is. Like, he ain't, I don't know why we think he's, he's some great, wonderful, upstanding, citizen. He's a jerk.
They have
got caught on camera.
Right, and that's the thing I was saying, brother, about Pat Summitt. They literally, I can't remember exactly, but him and Pat Summitt definitely had beef because she was it. Like, she was the one year to get, and listen to what he's like a bully. It's like he's a dude coaching women, and he's a bully towards women. It's just, he's been like this for years, the way he's tried to, like, sort of bully these women, and just Dawn Staley just wasn't having it.
I really wouldn't call him. I really wouldn't call him mediocre. I mean, he's created a legacy. Wait till I'm done.
You wait till I'm done. I'm not giving a story here. There's a whole there's a thing where there's men's sports. It's mostly in men's sports, but it's in women's sports too. People like Gino. The reason why they do college is you also know how Gino like to bully his fellow coaches, and he's done that for years. That's another reason why I like a lot of these guys do college and not professional, because they can bully these kids with scholarships, and they basically run these things like they're the lords of, and they have fiefdoms. This is why somebody like Nick Saban could do what he did at Alabama and couldn't do what he did in the pros. Now, you have the rare Pete Carroll, for example. But Gino, a lot of these basketball coaches that you think they would have gone to the pros, they have to stay at the college level so they can bully the kids. Can you imagine Gino trying to coach, the Miami Heat or whatever? Them niggas, who are you talking to? I make 10 times what you make, knuckle. And what? He don't know how to deal with that. But these girls, and he's got this program and this aura or whatever, he's able to act like he's able to act. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I lost respect for Gino a long time ago. And you see it comes up like this. He hates the fact that he's no longer the top coach name in college women. He hated Pat Summitt for the longest time, and now he hates Dawn Staley. That's why. She's cooler than him. His program is more successful than his, and she's bringing shine. That's all.
And then he took an undefeated team up against a team with 3 losses, and he got not just lost, but he got his ass beat.
And she's reloading. The best players want to play for Dawn.
See, I remember what folks said about her in the first couple of seasons. Right? I believe, yeah. And it felt, as she said, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time, and it did. And now we see the results. Yeah, people are mad. And him in particular.
There's something to be said about process, though. She's won at every level, even like when she's being a Virginia Cavalier and getting to where she's gotten to, being an Olympic star, doing what she's done in her life, and bringing that process. Like a lot of people, sometimes great players can't teach it, just like, Magic Johnson or just people that can't. But what she's done is she's just a proven success. So it's I love watching what, she's done in her life or whatever. Now there's so much out there with Dawn Staley appreciation where they're just showing things about her career, and even her being on Martin back in the day with Cheryl Swoops and some of the girls from back in the day.
I saw that this week. I watched that episode this week when they was playing the team, the NBA team, Martin. Remember when he called that foul on her? She was nowhere close to him, but he fouled
Martin was great. Oh, that was good. There was another coach, and I apologize because I don't remember who it was or what team, but they showed another slow-mo, and the coach was, and you could read, there was someone who was sort of, reading her lips, like you could see, what she was saying. And she got into one of her players. But it was, I'll see if I can find it. It was actually, it was inspirational. Yeah, she was like, you got locked in. Yeah, this is your story. Like, and then you saw how she played afterwards, right? Like, tough, absolutely, but affirming in a way that resonated with the, with the player without all the extra, some, I don't know, the way that folks, it's wild, how people think coaches get to talk to students and to athletes, any kind of way, just absolutely insane.
You do know, like what you think you don't know, you do know. It's like it's being a servant leader. It's about the players. It's about like getting them to their full potential. So what that coach did for Maryland, like she said, like she was young, but she's like, I believe in you. Like, like this is your moment. And the girl, I think, had a bucket before that or whatever. She had to get in her behind. And she went out and had, I think, like 17 or something after that. So I'm saying, but it's because she was able to focus on the girl. It wasn't about the coach. It was about the girl. So Gino and a lot of these like coaches, it's about them. And so that's, we get into all that. And to what Ben was saying, and I hate to even say this, because I'm gonna throw a disclaimer, because I love this man like he was my grandfather or something, or like my uncle, or like whatever. I went to his camp 3 years when I was a kid. But John Thompson was also somebody that I don't know that John could have taken it to the pros because of how dominant he was over the kids at Georgetown. I don't know if that's something that it would have worked for him in the pros.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm gonna say something. I know some, folks like that, that talking crazy to black kids because, of the families that people stereotype them to come out of and what they think they need and all that stuff. Yeah, y'all gonna have to have kids, talk to your kids like that. But that's one of the reasons why I have to volunteer for everything. Because there's no coach who's raising my child.
You do have to be involved like that. And it's funny because if your children decide to go on and play college, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point you're going to have to like let them get in. It's just sort of finding, like if I had a son, if I was older, I was like actually an age where if I was better or taller, where I could have played, but playing like for Bobby Knight, like I wouldn't let a child of mine go and play for Bobby Knight back in the day. It's kind of like, this parents got to make, good decisions. So these girls that allow their kids to go play for like a Gino Auriemma, they're kind of, they're okay with it or just co-signing it, and maybe he's not like that bad to his players, but definitely he appears to be like a jerk. But a lot of these coaches, to the point that everybody's making, stuff they get away with in college and they sort of keep it, in their sort of fiefdoms or whatever.
I don't think it's a fine line. There's a line. It's not a fine line. And I think the line is generally discernible. And it is for me. And it's a line between being hard and dogged and a disciplinarian, which I'm actually fine with, and being abusive. She telegraphed that 2-on-1, yeah, I get this easy layup. Oh, she didn't turn it over. Oh, she got it anyway, she went all the way. And there's a fine line between that and abusive. And I'm fine if they're hard. I don't mind if the coaches cuss at them and that kind of stuff. It's a line there. Because I do think, but when you're getting close to when you're like getting in the face and spitting, and then the touching is almost never good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like I don't, somebody, get your ass,
Yeah, I'm sure you've been cussed that many times.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've been cussed
and it was appropriate. It wasn't disrespectful, but it was, just the normal course of language. But it's the physical stuff. Yeah, that's a no go for me.
It's funny with me being so old. So when I played football in college, literally coaches would just like take and grab our face mask, or grab by the face mask, like push you into position. Like they definitely would touch us. We used to get touched up back in the day, like crazy.
And the best coaches. I'll be honest with you.
Go ahead.
Real quick. I'll be honest with you.
You get that money?
Take that. I kind of don't mind the grabbing of the face mask a little bit in college. I don't know.
It didn't bother me.
Let me put it this way. I kind of feel like, let me put it this way. This is going to sound strange, but for those of you who know football, this might make sense. If my kid plays right tackle for Oklahoma, God, I wish I had a kid that played right tackle for Oklahoma. We'd be rich. That's a different discussion. But anyway, if my kid played right tackle for Oklahoma, you almost certainly get drafted. If my kid played right tackle for Oklahoma, right, and his offensive line coach is giving him the business while the defense is on the field because he let, he whiffed on a block or he didn't slide protect the right way or whatever, and the guy got a free shot at the quarterback, and there was a fumble, a sack fumble, and the defense recovered it. If he was giving him the business and grabbed my son's face mask, 21 years old, I probably would be okay with that. That I probably would be. The head coach, probably not. That might sound weird if people don't know sports, but there's a certain kind of camaraderie that position coaches and players have. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of am okay with that. When the head coach is like the fancy guy, making all the money, and he's kind of in and out of the game, and you make one bad play, and he pull you to the side, and he just, I'm not cool with that. But the offensive line coach, that motherfucker is insane. Like, they're just insane.
No, I was gonna say my linebackers coach was like, our head coach wouldn't get into you. I was just gonna say you're exactly right about your position coaches, and they're with you every day. And so there is more of that physicality with your position coach than it is like the head coaches don't even really get involved like that.
Well, I was gonna add that the best coaches do that in practice, not at the game though. Not in front of everybody, not to degrade you. They do it to build you up in practice. And equally, they're positive when you get shit right, too.
I totally agree.
It's funny,
too. You know, Michael, this is going to sound a little pseudo, too. This is going to sound a little strange. I also don't mind in positive if maybe even negative, too, when the strength and conditioning coach gets in somebody's ass for something they've been working. I don't know, man. It's just something about the head coach, especially in college, because they make so much money and they're like celebrities. Like, I'm gonna tell you this: if I had a son and he played for Lane Kiffin, and if Lane Kiffin touched my boy, I would probably. You can't do much because if your kid plays for Lane Kiffin, he's probably going to NFL. See, that's the problem. You can't do anything because if your kid plays for these guys, you probably go to NFL. But like Lane Kiffin should not be touching anybody. Somebody like Lane Kiffin should not be touching anybody.
I agree with that. To your point about the strength and conditioning coach, again, I think it's more about relationships because these people are with these kids on a daily basis. So it's like, if they're with them and they're good at their job, they know what kids need what, like who needs to be pushed, who needs somebody young. Like they kind of have determined what motivates these guys. So a lot of times when you see that behavior, they know. Even I'm thinking back to my experiences, the coaches knew who to do what with because they just knew sort of who needed what. So I would agree that Lane Kiffin or the head coach touching somebody or being like that is more problematic. Like you see like Nick Saban doing something, but then maybe even like Nick is a great coach. But I think head coaches should stay away from that.
I love youth sports. My son used to play. He stopped after high school. But when he was in Pee Wee, he's big. He was heavy, and he was always on the line. And they would always yell at him and say, "You got big DB." He used to come home beat, but they always tell me I got to block. Like, because you're like the strongest kid on your team. You got to do what you got to do. And they called him the hole maker because he would make the hole for the running back.
You taking better classes? Oh, excuse me, no.
No, he would make the hole for the running back to go through. Yeah.
Let me say this, and it's like so I'm 6'3". I'm not like now, because when I got in high school, like I was maybe like 6'2", I think like I've been 6'3" since I was probably like 16, 17. Saying it to say like guys got bigger, kids are bigger, but for people that are big, and I think Van is tall, I'm just saying that for your boy, he's a kid, you just don't realize that you're big or what you can do with your size when you're that age or whatever. It's like you're in a body, you're like in a kid's, it's interesting. It's interesting to go through that. Yeah, you just don't know.
I struggle with that too.
Yeah, you just don't know that you can do all of what you can do. Like it's a thing.
It's like an avatar.
Yeah, I get that.
You just got into your avatar from the movie and shit, and the motherfucker's 100 feet tall. You gotta adjust and shit. Like, okay, I didn't know I could do all that. All right.
We had a guy in our high school team, just huge, but he was just soft, a big Polynesian guy. And then one day in practice, he just turned it on and was great after that.
Shit.
I don't know what school he went to, but his dad would be embarrassed. He'd come out to practice. I also think that like his dad was overbearing at practice too, though, yelling at him from the sideline. So he finally turned it on.
You say he was a Samoan? He probably thought he was gonna break him up.
He was either Samoan or Tongan, one of the two. I'm not sure.
Okay. Y'all gonna think I'm making this up, but Tim Duncan was the same way, because in high school, he wasn't into basketball. He was on the swim team. So I used to run circles around Tim Duncan. And then Hurricane hit in '89, Hugo, all we had was a basketball, and that's when he started coming into his own. But he wasn't used to his body size in that way to play basketball back then.
You just have to think about when you're a kid, unless you like grow up in an environment like where you have a lot of stuff, you like fighting all the time, or you come up where you actually have to use your size for something, and you understand sort of what you can do in the world. When you're little, like the story that Divine told, you just don't really understand what you can do. Like you learn later. So it's like when you're a kid, a lot of times big kids don't have that sort of dog in them yet, because they just haven't had it. If you're big, nobody messes with you. So for one, smaller kids are normally better fighters when they're younger, just because nobody messes with you when you're a big kid. So you don't have to get in as many fights. It's a whole thing about learning your body and coming into your own and figure out what you can do in the world. So I understand that to what Divine's kid probably experienced.
Like to what both you and Brian said, once they learn what they can do, and I call it the switch. Once the switch turns on, oh man, when they was 10U Super Bowl champs, you couldn't tell these little kids. I mean, you guys might think I'm crazy. There's nothing like watching 10-year-olds run plays. It wasn't we didn't pass a lot. We were a running team, and man, we used to whoop ass. He's grown now. I always reminisce about I got all his memorabilia, all his little trophies and stuff. Oh man, fun time. Into soccer now, there's a youth soccer team that I've been watching, and I don't watch soccer on TV, but watching high schoolers play soccer is exciting. It's fun. It brings a little unity. Because we kind of forget. I think sports kind of died down. I think it's making a huge comeback. Especially around where I'm at now, there's a gazillion little Pop Warner teams. I'm like, yes, let's get these kids off the streets. Let's get them involved.
Soccer is a real fun sport if you just watch it and just sort of just understand basics of it. Soccer's a lot, I'm saying, it's the most popular sport in the world, but it is a fun sport to watch. It's just in America, we just don't vibe with it as much, but I do enjoy watching soccer. When I said I don't always watch it, but I do enjoy it when I do actually.
Soccer's a lot of fun because at the half it could be 0-0, maybe the game finishes at 1-0, so it's a blast.
So that's the thing, Spirit. It's not about the scoring. It's like when you actually watch the game, it's just, there's so much going. It's just, I don't know, because I can't really explain it again, like asking me to try to break down something on the Sunday. It's an enjoyable watch. It is fun. It's not all about the scoring.
Michael, don't respond to him. I just want to take a moment. Go ahead, Michael.
I just want to hate on something. Give me please, just let him.
Don't respond to him. That man is covered in schmaltz.
I really, and matzo meal. It's terrible.
Damn, matzo meal.
He's covered in matzo meal.
It's a disaster, and
It's a disaster. It's a shanda. So, God damn. Yeah, my don't fuck my Yiddish is pretty good. So listen, I'm gonna go something Devon said. Devon said that the sports was coming back. I totally agree. I think so maybe it's because I had Easter all day today and I took communion, so I'm feeling hopeful. I feel like the internet is kind of over for young people.
Do you think so,
I
brother?
feel like yes, brother. I feel like the manosphere is dead.
Shut the fuck up. I told you
I know how to deal. I know how to deal with Ultra. Just give him a 4th.
We love you, brother. We love you all.
Just give Ultra a 4th grade math problem. And he'll be.
You know what, brother? How dare you, man? Continue your conversation, brother. Okay? Because I've been insulted, and I would not tolerate the.
Try not to use the R word on Easter. Try not to use the R word on Easter. Gonna have to use it. You don't like it, I'm gonna have to do it.
But you know what? You are a phenomenal father. Oh, sorry, Brooklyn. We love you, Brooklyn. Shabba.
That was funny. That was funny. See, I see you threw me off. That's the thing about you. You're 90% annoying, 10% hilarious, and you just undercut it.
Well, you know what, man? We love you, brother. And we heard what happened when your child got sick. During the, think of this. Was it during the pandemic? Or after the pandemic? You rushed to the motherfucking grocery store like super dad, and you made sure your child was okay and your children were safe.
No, what was the grocery
commend
store?
you, brother. We give you the Father of the Universe Award, brother. Because you,
grocery store.
We love you, brother.
There was multiple kids. They got that. It was called Omicron.
Oh my God.
You didn't get Omicron? Y'all didn't get Omicron?
Omariacron.
He got Marcus Houston Cron.
No, we didn't get that one. But I'm glad they're okay. I'm glad that you're all right and you're good.
They died.
What?
They died.
Who died?
The kids. 2 of my kids died.
You a damn lie.
No, dead serious. They died.
Oh, brother, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that they passed away.